Dolly fans, it's Kristin Michelli from Krissy's Cuties. Oh, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Who's crying? I am. Sally? Yes. What's the problem? I can't find Jack anywhere. Well, that's because I haven't made him yet like I made you. You made me? Yes, I made you. Would you like me to make you a Jack too? Oh, yes, please. I would love to have a Jack. Okay, I will show you how I can do it. Here we go. First, we're going to use Super Baby's body. You can also use Majorette or Shorty if you don't have Super Baby. Next, we're going to use Fresh's outfit and Rocker's shoes. First thing we do to prepare the head is to cut off the braids with a really sharp pair of scissors. Kids, you may want to ask your parents for help. You're also going to have to cut around the hairline, and you're going to have to cut the ears off. It just makes his head flatter so that when you cover it, it won't show. So this is what it looks like after you've cut all of the pieces off. I know, she looks pretty mangled right now, but we're going to fix her. So get a piece of sandpaper and sand down the parts that are still sticking up to make them nice and smooth. Once she's nice and smooth, we're going to grab our Sugru, which is the material that I use to cover the head. You want the original formula, not the family-friendly version. The original is a lot easier to work with. Here we go, all nice and covered. I put a thin layer over her entire head and smoothed out the edges. Now it's time to paint her. I used Martha Stewart satin paint, and the white that I use is called Wedding Cake. You can just go ahead and paint the entire head white. We want all of it covered in white. It makes it a lot easier. I think I used 2 or 3 coats on it too because it needs to be nice and bright white. You don't want any of the skin color showing through. Now we want to do her eyes black. I'll show you the black that I used a little bit later on in this video, but just paint the entire eye black. Doesn't need to have an eyeball or anything because Jack doesn't have an eyeball. For this next step, I'm going to be using a micron pen that you can find in your regular craft store. Make sure that when you use these pens, you let your doll sit for at least an hour to let the paint dry before you're using the pen on top of them. And before you seal them, make sure the doll can sit for 24 hours because if you try to seal them too soon, the pen will smear. What do you think, Sally? Does he look more like Jack now? Oh yes, I love the way he's turning out. Now let's work on Jack's outfit a little bit. I took a sharp pair of scissors and just cut the front off of the outfit. You can see if I hold the old one up next to the new one that I just cut. See, that whole center part is now gone. I cut it out. I also cut the back piece. You just flip it down and you cut it right at the edge, right here. And then you take that piece and you glue it to the back part of the outfit on these 2 sides right here. I used super glue. Then you paint the whole outfit white, and I added a little button right here with a little piece of Sugru that I rolled into a circle. I always find it easier to paint the outfits if I put them on the little plastic form that the outfits come on, so that's what I'm doing here. And now it's time to grab our black. I use Martha Stewart satin. It's called Beetle Black. You want to paint the entire outfit black other than the shirt and the button. There we go, all painted. Now I want to get my little tiny detail brush and I'm going to paint the stripes on him. Voila! The entire outfit is full of stripes. While I was at it, I took his body, painted the top half white, bottom half black, and put stripes on that as well. Now this part is totally optional. I did sculpt a bow tie for him, but you don't have to. He'll still look great without it. Let's put him together. What do you say, Sally? Oh yes, please. I'd love to see him all together. Sally, where are you? He's all done. Oh, yes, he came out perfect. Thank you so much. Mwah! What do you think, Zero? It looks like Zero approves too. Thank you so much for joining all of us today. Yes, thank you. We loved making Jack. Here's a closer look at the trio. I hope you like them. Are you a Nightmare Before Christmas fan? Remember to subscribe so you can see all of our upcoming videos. And thank you so much for joining us today.